Once upon a time, in a small village, lived Sergei Ivanovich. He was a man of solitude, finding solace in the peacefulness of the surrounding nature. One day, however, the tranquility was disrupted by an unexpected visitor. A bear, massive and majestic, appeared on the outskirts of Sergei's property. Its fur was the color of burnt sienna, and it moved with a strange gait, favoring one of its front paws. The air was filled with a mix of roars and groans as the bear lay down not far from Sergei's modest house. Sergei, not one to be easily frightened, observed the scene with a mixture of curiosity and concern. He had a guest staying with him for a few days, and together they peered out the window, trying to decipher the bear's intentions. The decision was made to approach cautiously, armed with guns, just in case. To their surprise, the bear paid them no heed, behaving more like a domestic dog seeking comfort. It rolled on its back and held its injured paw in a peculiar manner. Concern etched on their faces, Sergei and his guest decided to help the ailing creature. Loops were skillfully thrown over the bear's paws, gently stretching them to the sides. A bag was placed over its head to ensure safety. Remarkably, the bear didn't resist, trusting the two men in a moment that felt almost like a shared understanding. They noticed a splinter embedded in its injured paw, a tiny but persistent intruder causing distress. Armed with pliers, the men delicately removed the splinter, revealing a small, bleeding wound. They cleaned and treated it with care, expertly applying a makeshift bandage. The bear, now free from its discomfort, examined its healed paw a couple of times before releasing a contented sneeze. Having fulfilled their impromptu role as bear healers, Sergei and his guest released the creature back into the wild. Grateful for the assistance, the bear ran into the forest with a newfound vigor, leaving the men in awe of the unexpected bond that had formed. Over the next week, they continued to care for their wild guest, providing food and watching as the bear regained its strength. Finally, the day arrived when the bear, fully recovered, stood on its powerful hind legs, emitting a low growl that echoed gratitude. Sergei Ivanovich and his guest, touched by the extraordinary encounter, watched as their once ailing friend disappeared into the dense forest.